reporting about BONTOC PATTONG. It is originated from Luzon. This dance is part of headhunting and war ceremonials. For Kalinga and IFUGAO ethnic groups, they have a particular style of holding gongs because they were used to be warriors and famous headhunting tribes before. Their gong holders are based on the shape of human jaws. For mountain province people, they often play for festive occasions such as wedding, Thanksgiving, harvesting, or courtship dance. While in mountain province people in Luzon, they don't play gong for these occasions. In mountain province people in Luzon, they don't play gong for this occasion because they played it during wakes and played during rituals such as in psychological healing. The steps in the BONTOC war dance is similar to the talibeng but a little faster.
So for the history, it was originated from the western municipalities of Mountain Province. Its version in Eastern Mountain Province is the pattong. The male gong players could be 5 or more, and the female dancers could range from single dancer to more than 10. The pattong dance is a BONTOC war dance performed to store the courage and strength of the headhunters and warriors preparing to attack their enemies. The movements are mostly improvised, but generally, two groups of warriors mimic the pursuit and fight that they are planning to engage in. This dance is also performed as a rain dance in central BONTOC to ask the god Dumawig to send rain. So the costume that is used in pattong dance is bahag. This bahag is basically a hand-loom piece of long cloth that is wrapped around a mouse needle. The design of the wig is often unique to the tribe of the person wearing the bahag, much like the Celtic tartans wear. On the other hand, the female costume consists of a large rectangular woven clothing about 3 to 5 feet wide and 3 to 4 feet long. It's simply worn like a skin and secured around the waist.
BUMAYAH is a traditional dance from mountain regions of northern Philippines. It is also an IFUGAO dance of Thanksgiving for the god of Kubianyan. So, Thanksgiving festival are one of many occasions for tribal celebration. So the movement in this dance of the IFUGAO tribe imitating those roosters scratching the ground symbolize a Thanksgiving prayer to the god of Kabyunyan for a bountiful harvest of rice. So both men and women express their joy in Thanksgiving.
The Philippine folk dances as a touch of immigrants or conquerors, but also maintains a Filipino root. Their steps are inspired by animals around them. The dance are performed in a group or tribe where they belong. Each dances has a meaning. In our dance, the BUMAYAH is an IFUGAO dance of thanksgiving to their god named Kabunyan. Men and women copy the movements of roosters scratching the ground. IFUGAO are known for building Banawe rice terraces that serve as rice field. This dance serve as prayer and giving gratitude to their god for bountiful harvest.
Hi guys, I am ROMELIE MACASA and I am assigned to discuss what are the appropriate costumes to be used during BUMAYAH in IFUGAO. First, I will be discussing the lower clothing. I will also be putting some pictures here for you to be able to be familiarized what the costume looks like. So here is the bahag. Back then, our early Filipinos uses bark or plain fabric, wooden fabric as a material for bahag. The bahag was wrapped around the waistline. Bahag can be used by men and women. So, we will be proceeding with the upper clothing. Here is the tapis. Tapis was used first by the Tagalog women who had to wrap a thicker overskirts made of sheer fabric. It was usually worn with the opening in front and with colors that contrasted with the skirt. So that's how simple is the Bumaya costume is. I hope you learned something.
The Tinguyans, the people of the mountains, originally referred to all mountain-dwelling people. Nowadays, it particularly refers to a cultural minority group living in the mountains of Abra and named Idneg. Idneg, also known as Tinguyans, are an Austronesian ethnic group from the upland province of Abra in northwestern Luzon in the Philippines. Idneg people are large in stature, have mongoloid eyes, aquiline nose, and are effective farmers. The Idneg culture dates back to pre-Spanish times, but in spite of strong external forces negatively affecting their customs, they continue to practice their ethnic traditions.
The mountainous Central Cordillera region of northern Luzon is also known as the Philippine Skyland because it contains the 7 ethno-linguistic groups of Cordillera. The first is BONTOC, second is IFUGAO, third is Benguet, fourth is Apayao, fifth is Kalinga, and sixth Itneg, and the last is Gadang. Today I'm gonna discuss the history of Idudu. So generally, the history of Idudu focus or started from Abra because it depicts the life of the Tinangyan family on how they cultivate their traditional practices. And it started from their family because this is one of their tasks or their dedication to show how they are willing or dedicated to their responsibilities as a parent. And it also somehow the cultures cultivate this tribal dance of practices of their respective ancestrals. And that's all for the history of Idudu, and I hope that you enjoy this. So hi, and for the last topic, I'm gonna discuss the costume of Itneg Idudu. So basically, their costume is called, especially for women, called Tinangyan. But first, I'm gonna give you a trivia on who are the Tinangyan is. Tinangyan, pronounced Tinangyan, comes from the Malaysian word tinggi or tingwe, meaning encompasses mountains and elevated place and mountaineers. So we are all aware that when the time of the Spanish colonization colonized us for 333 years ago, the Spaniard called Tinangyan as the people of the mountain because that's how they live, that's how they manage their food, and how they will survive. And for the second, the costume of the men is called bahag. So we are all aware that this bahag is commonly known for us Filipino, and this costume is a loincloth. It is like shaped like a belt to cover the genital area or the private area. So this is the costume of the Itneg Idudu dance. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.